All right, everybody, it's time for, I'm going to assume, one of your favorite segments. It's time to spill the tea.
That's right. Both some literal tea, some figurative tea, all thanks to our friends at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach.
Yes, right.
Now, while I was gone, they sent us a lot of fun accessories, which I love. So if you still need some last-minute gifts and you don't have time to order online, we love supporting local businesses. Pop on down to Rehoboth Avenue. Check out Spice and Tea Exchange for all of the tea drinkers or the cooks in your life because they do have a lot of spices too.
That's right. Yeah, we introduced you to this last week, this pot and these adorable cups right here. But what you didn't see is, I don't know what you would call this, Leah. What would you call this big circle thing?
I guess it's like a serving dish.
A serving dish, a platter of sorts.
Yes.
They gave us so many fun accessories. We couldn't show this off last week, but I love this for a coffee table.
Yeah.
Having tea with your girlfriends or your family.
Yeah, and it's nice because you could lay out an arrangement of cups and then you don't have to carry each one individually or like, you know, you got a little, and it looks beautiful.
Yes, if you're a little hostess, I would recommend going to Spice and Tea Exchange and getting that.
That's right. So the literal tea that we are going to be spilling for you today is the Sugar Plum White Tea, which again, a little festive for you. Treat yourself to a holiday-inspired medley of sweet, juicy berries, rich vanilla, and a hint of spice. Sophisticated yet fun, this white tea blend is gently caffeinated and beautifully balanced.
I love, and it sounds delicious on its own, but Leah, we're adding something special to it.
Yes, because not only can you find some delicious teas, they also have some flavored sugars to go with any of the delicious teas that you choose. We're trying out the cranberry orange sugar to go with it. Bright flavor of blood orange with tart cranberry strikes. The perfect balance as a sweetener. It's a delicious combination of fresh and festive that will add a unique twist to your holiday recipes.
So excited. I love cranberry orange. I'm so excited. All right, let's get to spilling. I'm going to read you guys some tea. This is holiday family gossip. Don't we all know about that? Yeah, so hopefully this makes you feel a little less alone if you're experiencing some family drama this season. So the person that writes in is a man. He was previously married and has a daughter with his ex-wife. Now he's remarried and has a stepson.
Aww.
So he has a stepson and a daughter. So his mother, the man who wrote in, his mother, the grandma, says that once kids hit about 6 years old, she likes to have the grandkids and the family to her country home for the holidays.
Aww.
And she lets each child plant a tree.
Aww.
Isn't that sweet?
Very sweet.
Yes,
I
the
love
grandkids
that.
can watch this tree grow as they grow, but that's really special. So this year, the man writes in and says that his daughter, his biological daughter, she's going to be spending Christmas with her mom, so she won't be there to plant her tree. But he says, I'll have my stepson. He is of age to plant the tree, so I'll bring him. The grandma said, no step-grandkid.
Oh, no.
I know. She says it's because this is a family tradition. He hasn't been part of the family his whole life. This is kind of harsh, but she says there's no guarantee he'll be part of the family forever, as opposed to her biological grandkids obviously will be a part of the family forever. What are we thinking?
I think grandma's wrong.
Yeah.
I just do. I think I understand that, you know, as an adult, you're going to look at family traditions differently than a kid might.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's something that you've built for you and your family, but because you're an adult, you have to be able to put yourself in the shoes of like, this kid is going to sit there and see maybe other extended family members get to plant a tree and he can't just because he's a blended member of the family. And I mean, I think we're seeing a lot more blended families these days. And I think it's great when parents can co-parent and the extended family can all be in on it and part of that tradition. But like that is going to be a defining moment for this kid. If he's included, it's going to be something really special. And if he's excluded, it's going to be something that's really devastating that like he has to sit there and be like, all right, I'm not actually part of this family. Like, what's up with that?
Right. And I think it's different if the man who wrote in was maybe just dating a girl and she had a kid. Then I get it. Maybe they're newly dating. You're like, hey, maybe next year if you guys get serious.
Yeah, and maybe even just skip the tradition that year. Like, or, you know, like find a way to kind of skirt around it so that one kid doesn't have to sit there and watch all these other kids like be included and festive, and like this kid doesn't, especially if he's also not with what could be his family for the holiday season. You know?
Exactly. I didn't mention too, the guy said that he told his mom, okay, we're just gonna not see you for Christmas this year. Take a break. So
I mean, that's a fair call from Dad.
I think so too.
I think it is too.
He'd rather his stepson not feel left out.
Yeah. Now these are really hot.
These are really hot.
The black cups really heat up.
Make sure you
so drink with caution. We're gonna give it a tiny cautionary sip, but it smells amazing.
What's interesting is the tea isn't super hot, just the cup.
You're right about that, but it tastes delicious. Ooh. And with the sugar, it's like a perfect level of sweetness and tartness. It's not overpowering. So I think you could drink this tea alone or with the sugar. I really like the addition of the sugar.
I think I prefer the addition of the sugar. The sugar plum white tea is delish, but it's a little too floral for my liking. So I highly recommend cranberry orange sugar. It's the bomb.
That's right. So maybe you should get yourself some holiday themed tea. Coming up on CoastLife, though, we are going to figure out how we can keep some holiday magic alive with your kids. That's on the way when CoastLife gets back.
Spill the Tea was brought to you by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.